is he commanding the respect from these players? Like, what's to suggest he won't do it again?
Yeah.
Well, he needs them, doesn't he? He needs them at the moment, and you know the trouble is we go back to Rashford is will a leopard change its spots? Well, he's had problems before. He seems to have a mindset where he kind of thinks he can do what he wants. And if you watch him this season from day one in games, there's been some games where he's really come alive, but the bulk of the games he's played for Man United this season, he's been going about the field and I'm not going to track back, I'll leave that to somebody else. It's all been kind of half-hearted and sort of lazy and, dare I say, disinterested. So, is that attitude going to change? I don't know. I just don't know. And this is a huge headache for United. You've got people like Rasmus Højlund up front, a youngster who's come in, and you can criticise him, you can look at him and say, well, will he be able to do this and do that and do the next thing? But he works his socks off. He works his socks off. So does Garnacho. So do even Casemiro. When he plays, when he's fit, he doesn't swan around. He might not be the speedy, quick guy anymore, but this attitude that Rashford has, it just bemuses me.
It comes down to also to leadership, Greg. You know, like sometimes when you're in a situation the way where he is he has to understand that he is that close of being the leader overall. You have to be a leader anyway, because I think any individual, when you come to a football team, you have 11 leaders. But away from that, you could be the ultimate leader I'm talking about. You understand? If regardless if Fernandes is wearing the armband, you are that talented and you're a kid from that city. You played in the youth system. So all the stacks are all backing you to be successful. And then you also have shown everybody your talent. And then just what you highlighted in the sense of like, it looks like something is not happy inside of him. And I think this decision is made regarding that, thinking like, you know, I'm not happy with the way I'm playing or what is happening on the field. Now I'm in the club and I'm thinking like, you know what, I call this out. While normally when he started, come on, how enjoyable was it to watch a young kid that was so hungry? And now I'm watching other ones playing, but I want him at his best and him playing for Man United because I know a top Rashford, even I would not want to play against him because he's that fast and that direct.
The thing is that I think that we can only base our analysis over what we see. So we don't know what's going in his mind. We can't understand what's in and around his environment. We can't do that. But what the fans can demand is the easy stuff. There has been incidents with Rashford before. He's an England international. He can play at the Euros in the summer. I'm saying that all the time because he's a very valuable player for his country. So when we sit here, we're a bit elderly football players, we will think back, yeah, did we have people like this? Of course. But they came to training and they came to training the next day. They didn't do stupid things. They did stupid things, but somehow in the public. Is it different now with the modern game? Yes. Can you get away with a jet going to Northern Ireland? Of course you can. But can you go into a club? No, there is no chance in the world. And for me, what he is telling me, Marcus Rashford, without using words, is that I don't care. I don't want to be a leader. I will take the chance that people will not pick me for England. Gareth Southgate won't pick me for England. And you do that with 4 goals in your bag. They say Sir Alex Ferguson treated Eric Cantona other than the other players. Yes, because he was a jewel in the crown. Rashford is now a striker who can't score goals. That's what he is at the moment.
But what gets me, guys, we've all been in dressing rooms where somebody would police this.
Yes.
And I wonder if there's anybody in this United dressing room that has the personality, the drive, the authority out with the manager. Because the manager needs people in the dressing room. And if that was a dressing room I was in, and I had a bunch of guys that I played with at several clubs, if we had a guy who was perceived to be having an attitude like Rashford, with his talent, with his ability, every day with somebody in training, kicking him. I mean, he would get a gigantic kick up the backside. Come on, son. Come on. Are you with us or you're not? Come on. You might as well go and train with the kids. Go and train with the reserves. You don't want to be here, you don't want to be here, and you don't want to fight, and you don't want to scrap. Go and tell the manager, right? Because you're not good to us. And that's his teammates. That's how some of our teammates would be.
But who's going to do that?
Doing that.
Who's
yeah, exactly.
because no one can do that. Because you calling exactly, because I remember my time when I came to London, I wanted to go after training. Greg, you know the King's Road, how beautiful that street. Come on.
Yep.
So I wanted to go after training. I wanted to go and get lunch there. You know what he said to me in the dressing room? I said, hey, are you coming to have lunch with me? He said, are you crazy? You're going home. You're going to sleep. When you wake up and recovered for an hour, then you can call me. And then we will go something. And I was like, no, I want to go now. He said, no, because you have to perform in the weekend again. And I'm the captain. I expect you to do well. So go home and sleep, young boy. And I was like, okay. I went home, sleep. And then we went for lunch.
But the problem is, Craig, when we talk, we're talking about the 90s, so we are the older boys and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But attitude doesn't get out of fashion. And if you see a Manchester City team, you can name 4 or 5 people who will tell a young kid, get yourself in order. Get yourself in order. Because Wednesday we're playing an important game. Saturday we're playing an important game. Then it's Champions League and so on. So there are teams, but I'm with you guys, who will do that at Manchester United. And if there is someone, they're hiding that as skill very well.
Yeah.
So Thursday could be an important game for Marcus Rashford. He is available to play against Wolves, but before that...
He'll probably get a hat-trick.